Hello guys and welcome back to TNT Madness. We are back on the TMFaction server and this happened. So what I'm going to be doing this episode is, instead of actually building up this little island because now TNT is enabled, I'm actually going to be going underground and preparing myself in some sort of vault somewhere. Haven't decided where yet, but it's going to be of course an undisclosed location so no one finds me, because people already knew where I was because of that. And now this has happened, and this actually must happen recently because I was on here a couple of hours ago and this didn't happen. So the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to be either doing one of three things. I'm either going to be joining a faction, which could be one that I've created, or it could be something like Arctic. Or the third choice is where I just go solo and then try and do the season all by myself and see how that goes. So I really don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to be having a straw poll in the description below so you guys can help me decide. So the first option would be going by myself, and this has a few ups and downs. The major down for that for me is I don't have all the time in the world to actually do these videos or make my base, because if I was going to do it, I probably wouldn't build that big a base, but I need to build something that could withstand all the cannons. And just the way factions works is you normally need a giant group of people to actually survive. So it'll probably be more just me trying to survive and trying to build up a small base and a bigger base, because I really only have time to do 1 or 2 videos a week. And so that could be an option. I'm just saying it might be a little bit harder for me, and it'd probably mean I'm more focused on trying to do raiding than actually making some insane base or something like that. And the other two options are I could join Arctic, which is currently the most powerful faction on the server right now, and they have been for quite a while, and their base is absolutely insane. So if I did join them, then I would probably have some sort of vault in their base, or in some sort of outside their base, I don't really know, but that means I could do bigger raids on some of the other factions that are on here, or I could just do a lot of things. But essentially I'd be in the most powerful faction, and I'd have competition, but it wouldn't be the same. So the other option is to either start a faction on my own with some friends and stuff, or join other factions such as Deer or Delta. Probably wouldn't be Delta because we've had some issues with them at the moment with this dupe glitch thing, but could be something like that. And then the whole point of that would be, the only reason I can see of joining that faction over something like Arctic would be because to raid them, because they are the most powerful faction currently on the server. So that's what I do. So one other thing, so yeah, leave your opinions in below, and then in next episode I'll decide what I'm going to do, because I put this off for long enough anyway, because we are now a week into this server. So yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about is I've got a brand new mic, so hopefully I sound alright, hopefully I'm not super scratchy. I'm still fiddling with the gain volume, because if you didn't know, I ordered a preamp, which is the Scarlett 2i4, which still hasn't arrived, about 2 months ago. And in the meantime, what I did was I ordered a blue icicle off eBay, which went from China to here, because in New Zealand you can't really get anything like that here unless it's super overpriced. So I got that. And so now I can finally use my blue Bluebird. So hopefully it sounds alright. I still have my annoying fan noise, which I don't know how I'm going to fix, but that's really the only thing I have to fix, and maybe some sort of reverb protection. So hopefully it sounds alright, but I'm planning on making it sound even better, hopefully soon. But that's, if I sound different, that's why that is. So that's really all I have going on, and I'm currently recording this in the afternoon, and it's the middle of winter still, so it's absolutely freezing, but the weather down here, because I'm in the South Island, I'm in the Southern Hemisphere, I am probably closer to Antarctica than 99.9% of people on the planet, so it is not very great here. And we seem to have, recently we've had rain, like today, it was fine, it was still cold, and then it got super rainy, then it went fine again, and then it went windy within a span of about an hour and a half. It was quite insane, and because of that I think I'm getting a cold, and I got school next week, so yeah, not a fun time. But either way, let's actually start our brand new base, and don't worry, I will be keeping this little area, mostly just because of the sugarcane, but I think all I'm going to do is unclaim everything else, claim that little sugarcane patch, and then start trying to make some vault. So I've just done, I've just came to the shop, and as you can probably see from my chat, I've just sold some sugarcane, but for some reason my balance is 148,000. I have no idea how it got that high. I think some people have been giving me money, but what I'm going to be doing now is buying some obsidian, and if you don't know, on the server it takes 5 hits from TNT to destroy obsidian, so it's essentially 5 times stronger than the next strongest material, which is endstone, which is the most dense or blast resistant material aside from obsidian. So we're going to be buying a ton of this because it's 6 grand per stack. We'll buy a couple of stacks for this, and then we're going to be using that to coat the interior of the base. And I'm still deciding, because I'm just thinking this is the nether, but I don't know if that's a good idea, because I couldn't play that off probably in a video, because I would either have to use water or lava, and I don't know, actually I have no idea. I just had a crazy idea of putting it under a lava lake. So that should be enough for now, and my balance just went down by 100,000. So if you ever want to know what $100,000 of obsidian looks like, that's what it looks like here. And some people say that obsidian's a lot cheaper on this server than it is on most, so yeah. So now let's actually spend the hard time and try and find somewhere to actually go, because I don't want to go somewhere that's in the middle of nowhere. When your own staff team TP traps you. I don't even know what to think. I had so much stuff in my inventory. Like Zoe, if you're watching this, I don't like you anymore. Bloody Zoe TP trapping me. Yeah, I don't want to join Arctic now. Really don't. Either way, I've worked on my vault for a little bit, and I had a bunch of stuff in my inventory, and I just got back from being TP trapped because like, come here, so I went, so now I'm very frustrated. Yay! So, yeah. But I've made some progress. I am in the middle of nowhere. I haven't been able to record because, of course, I was traveling and I want to stay anonymous, so I've built a little area of obsidian, but it means I'm going to have to buy some more because I had like 7 stacks left and Zoe took it, and that's, I'm just very frustrated now. So I want to continue, but I've got next to no money, and I need money. I just want money. I really want money. 36,000. Whatever. I'm just a little bit frustrated. So a kid called Zleef is giving me some random stuff, so thank you, dude. So that gives me 4 stacks of obsidian and no soul left, so yeah. I was half happy and now I'm just completely sad. So I'm back and I've had dinner and I've spent way too long trying to build this. In fact, it's crazy how long I've spent trying to build this. Most because of the environment I was trying to build it in. It could be under an ocean, it could be somewhere. But all I can say is the roof was one of the most painful things I've ever built in Minecraft. That's all I can say, and it took way too long. And also, because Zoe TP killed me, I didn't have enough money to buy obsidian. So currently I just put placeholder blocks here for cobble, and I place them 1 block back, so once I do have enough money to buy obsidian, I can just place it there and then water my walls or do whatever I want to do afterwards and place it on the outside. So yeah, and some guy is spamming me. So my balance is currently under 5k, so I spent every cent I had on obsidian and sold every block that I had, or pretty much every block they used that I mined out here, and went through all my elite picks, and I only have 38 obsidian left. And when I was on earlier, after someone TP killed me, I forgot his name, but he gave me this, and then K-Fizzle just threw this at me for some odd reason. So yeah, so I have 2 picks, and as you can see I've already gone through this a bit. So yeah, I've been working quite hard. So now we have an empty canvas, and once I actually start filling this up with obsidian, then we can actually start filling it in. I'd like to make this, I'm not going to be bothering making this actually OP vault or something, because I just want it to be aesthetically pleasing, because I've only got 1 layer currently, and if someone does get through it, then I'm going to be destroyed anyway, so I'm not too worried. So I'm back, and one thing I realized is I'm a complete noodle, because if I go into my ender chest, on the first episode when I opened the key, I won 8 stacks of obsidian. It's like the last thing you can actually win in the thing, but I have 8 stacks of obsidian, so I'm going to be using that at some point to fix up these walls. So the next thing I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to be starting to actually build just some area, or at least lay out the works where we're going to be placing an area where we're going to be placing our chests. I'm not going to bother with wood or anything. I just want somewhere that looks aesthetically pleasing and just somewhere where we can stick all our stuff and be half pie organized. We may even make it redstone-ified if we get some money. So not money, yeah, money, because then we can buy hoppers because they're $10,000 a piece. But anyway, what we're going to be doing now is opening a legendary crate key, because we haven't done that since the very start, and I'm probably only going to do these occasionally. But if we go to spawn, I still have instant TP. If I go to spawn and don't glitch, because my ping is 500, which was random, then I'm going to open a legendary crate key, and it has to rain, so I think that's going to tell me what it does. So let's see what we can actually win. Okay, so we get the second worst thing. So I guess if we open 20 keys, then by the end of it we might get Lord rank. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. The one thing I was really hoping for is something I could get money on, but 8 stacks of TNT, that's not too bad, but can't really get money with that, so it's not really worth it. So yeah, because I need to buy a ton of quartz, because it's got to go for a lava theme and like a futuristic theme, so I'll just gotta try that. So what I'm just going to do is, because I need the money, because quartz is expensive, is I'm going to be selling 4 stacks of TNT and 8,000. That's not too bad, but considering it costs Arm and a League to actually buy it, it costs 3,500 to buy it for a stack, which to be honest isn't that bad, but 2,000, so 8 grand, that should be enough, because the quartz is over here, so that's what I'm going to be using, and I'll probably get some glowstone, because we're not in 1.8, we don't have sea lanterns. Those were like my favorite block. And also one thing they saw when I was going through AH, if I go to the next page, is this Deadpool head, so I'm going to buy that, because that looks really cool. I'm just going to stick it somewhere random, but Deadpool is one of my favorite heroes, mostly just because the guy who made the most recent movie of it, he did a really good job of the movie, and it's like his first major film, so that's good on him. So now that we have an empty inventory, let's get some quartz. We're going to need quite a bit. So let's go 4 stacks, because we'll be making this into slabs for the lava. We're going to need some buckets, so let's get 2 stacks of this and 2 stacks of pillar. And then I've still got my dirt from when I was mining out. And let's buy 2 stacks of pillar. And then let's go buy a lava bucket. So how much money are we at? We are at 3,000. So that money just disappears. It's pretty ridiculous. I have no idea what I'm looking for. What am I? Buckets. Yes, buckets. I have no idea where they are. Where are they? The shop's actually a lot easier to find stuff around. Stick. Okay, that's random. And my FPS is going down with all these item frames. Rip. Oh, here it is. Way over here. I'll just get a few. I'll get 3. And they should stack. Yes, they stack. Thanks to the stackable items plugin we have. So now if we go back, if I go back to my little abode, over here, then I can start working on this. So another thing I want to grab now is iron doors, because what I want to do is I want to build it in this back corner here, and it'll go stretch from this end to the other end, and it's going to be some sort of like, I don't know, mini mansion. I am not the best builder at all, so bear with me. This probably won't look that great, but as long as it looks half decent. So what I want to do is I want to go, these can be the walls. I might do alternating patterns between chiseled and non-chiseled. So yes, efficiency 4 means insta-mine quartz. That's very useful. So if I do the back pattern like this, and then I do that upwards, that won't look too bad. And then this can be the corner, and I'll probably have a lava thing here. So if I go ahead and just stick this along here, I'll show you what I mean by the lava thing. So actually these can go up by 1, so they can go upside down. Or actually I don't know. No, I'm actually going to put them down the bottom, because when we put it on the top it will look quite cool. So we're also going to make, if I stop breaking everything, if I put if I put them like this, so I'm going to have them in slabs and then put a lava thing up the top here. So if I'm going to use some placeholder blocks being this thing here. So if I go up to the top here, and I'm going to have to continue this wee thing up here, and probably just to save blocks, I'll probably, because quartz are quite expensive blocks, I'll probably end up making this back part here just dirt, because I'll be filling in the walls with obsidian. Yeah. Talking and building does not go well together, so, and I'm gonna have to buy some more chiseled quartz as well. But if I just build this up to here, then I can go ahead and have the lava flowing. But essentially what I want to do, if I bring this forward one bit, like, this is gonna be tedious building this, but if I just really want to show you quickly what's gonna happen. So if I bring this up like so to here, and then I could do this at least for the back sides and place lava down, and it'll come down like this, and I think it looks really cool, especially once we bring this out a bit. It actually looks better against obsidian, so I don't know how, it doesn't look bad, it doesn't look as good as I thought it would, but it doesn't look bad by any means, so maybe I might do it as every second one. No, that looks worse off. Yeah, this is what I mean. Building is not the easiest thing to do. Those are definitely going to have to stay there, or else it'll push to the side, as we can see. And now I'm going to die by fire. So I'm going to fiddle around with this and see if I get something that looks alright. So I just got rid of the whole thing and used most of my obsidian. I've got 22 left. I grabbed 3 stacks, I think, and I just placed this, made this again, but on top of obsidian. It looks slightly better. So what I might do is I might push this forward by 1, and then place obsidian behind it, and then just have the chests against the obsidian instead, because it'll all be double chests, and I'm gonna have to actually get a ton of wood for that. See, it's just money. I need money so I can get all these things, but I'm gonna stick with that and just have this back wall be obsidian, and then probably just have like the front bit be quartz. Just brought Scout's poems from the auction house. I regret my whole life now. Can I throw it in here? I'm gonna throw it in here. No one needs to read this. Now that I have 2 of them there, that doesn't actually look that bad at all. So what I'm going to do now is this whole space here is going to be for chests, and depending on how it looks once I actually place the chest there, I'll probably actually move this forward. I should have actually done that first, but now that I have 2 of them there, it does look half decent. So what I'm going to do now is, place slabs like this, so I could have chests down there, but it would be easy to reach the bottom ones, and that way it would have the white theme go throughout. So that's why I needed to make so many quartz slabs and needed so much quartz, because I just wanted to try this. I just wanted to see what it looked like. So we don't actually have that many, but we can make some more, and we'll probably have this going back quite a few blocks, and yeah, we don't need any more than that. We'll just have all the chests going there, but I want to label them as well, so I'm going to need some signs or some sort of item frame. So I feel like that should be far enough, and then I can have some area here where I have my double doors. I'm annoyed now. I was moving this 1 block forward, and I burned myself to death. I am very clever. I lost my good pickaxe that the other kid gave me. So I'm very annoyed now. God, I'm professional at killing myself. Like, never thought I'd say that before, but I am. Just the best at it. So I'm going to just move this forward and try not to lose everything again, because I essentially lost all my quartz blocks, and that means I'm probably going to have to leave this or do some sugarcane farming or something. So I have done some work after I died. I've actually got more chiseled blocks now. Oh, that makes exactly a stack. That's cool. Then I do normal quartz blocks, and I've just extended that out a little bit. And I built this, and it looks half decent. I might actually, if I had pillars, I would change this to pillars, just because that would look so much nicer. actually than this. But apart from that, I think this looks not too bad, because this is where I'm going to put the iron doors. I'm going to put some pressure plates here and on the other side. So for now, I'll just leave that all like that, and then you can definitely tell that's an entrance way. Then you got all that, and then they'll connect up to the wall. You walk through here, and just pretend that there's double chests everywhere here. Of course, I can't afford it, but that's what it will be. And I will probably add something onto the wall and actually push this to the right slightly. I don't know actually. Maybe I could continue the pattern along here, but for now, I have done this because I've spent more than 6-7 hours today on the server. I spent most of my Saturday on the server, so I'm gonna hop off tonight and get back on the server tomorrow morning. And I spent actually the majority of the time today building this base and trying to find it. It was frustrating. I spent 2.5-3 hours trying to build it. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, which will be a second view, will be a whole day for me. So it is late morning for me, and I've just got on the server about 5 minutes ago. And I've just started. I was going to continue on this, but I am, and I'm just smelting some stone at the moment. But the one thing I want to show quickly is this place is completely destroyed. So there's no point actually having this, so I'm going to actually unclaim this area, because it's just absolutely destroyed, which is very sad. That's the only thing I don't like about factions that much. Well, it's like raiding, it's like great fun, but being on the receiving end, it's not that great. But oh well. Yeah. It was only temporary anyway. It was super temporary. It's just very sad to see it get absolutely demolished. Well, the other thing I want to talk about is it's currently in the morning for me. It's about just after 11 o'clock. And I woke up and it was snowing, and we've had a long winter so far and it hasn't snowed yet. Snow's not really setting, but it's just snowing, and it's been snowing for absolutely ages. So if I take a photo, there should be one on screen now, but it's just snowing. It's so cold. Yeah, I don't know how many people see snow all that often, but that's just what's happening at the moment. I was not expecting snow today, so yeah. So I'm just currently placing down chests, and one thing I forgot to realize, or I don't have the resources for, is I need trap chests in between. So I just brought a ton of logs and spent the rest of my money, I've just under $700 now, on chests, or on logs, so I can make chests. So I brought 2 stacks of logs, or I think 4 stacks. I spent nearly $4 grand on logs itself. So I'm just placing down chests now, and I thought I would use this time. I'm also going to be doing this pattern for the top and probably putting a slab roof on the top as well. I thought I would use this time to talk about the spawners, because a few things have happened since then. Because if you didn't know, the spawners on the server, there's a bug. Luckily it's not our fault, is because our server is in offline mode. So what that means is, because we have a network now, we use bungee cord to connect it all up. So we have the bungee cord server, which is online, then we have that connected to the lobby and the main faction server, and then because of that, to have it all as one connected server, they have to be in offline mode. And one thing that the Silk Spawners plugin that we are using has is that it doesn't support offline mode. So we contacted the dev, and yesterday he told us that he would fix it. So I just have to hope that he will. And yeah, so we really can't do anything about it until he either fixes it, because at least he responded to us, but until he fixes it. And I got no food in my inventory. Do I have any in my ender chest? Nope, I'm just gonna have to grab some soon, because I've already used all my kits. But yeah, that's really all I want to talk about. So just a very quick update. So the spawner should be fixed soon, but I can't really give a definite time because I don't know if he'll respond or not. So that's just for everyone who is actually playing on the server. That is the current situation with that. So our current situation looks a bit like this. So I just looked at the time of recording, and this I've recorded for over like 20 minutes in total, and I'm gonna leave the episode at this, and then in the next episode we'll continue working on this and probably do something else. We'll just pretty up the base a wee bit and make it a lot more functional, and hopefully then spawners will be fixed, because what I'd really like to do is put some sort of spawner in this corner. But the other issue we have to worry about is actually is money. So if we have enough money to actually get that. So if I can, I'll try and finish off the obsidian off camera. But that's pretty much going to be it. So anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like. But anyway, goodbye from TNT Madness.